For anyone who studies how people survived the brutal winters of the Old World, there's one technique that stands out because it's practical, efficient, and still usable today. Before we get into it, make sure you're subscribed to Warfield Chronicles because we dig into the techniques most people overlook. Now, let's get straight to the method itself. The Old World Snowstorm cooking method was born out of necessity in regions where storms could bury entire settlements for days. Instead of fighting the environment, people used the snowpack itself as a natural insulator to cook food slowly and consistently. The core idea was simple. Trap heat where it can't escape. In deep winter, snow becomes one of the most stable insulators available, sealing warmth better than most primitive shelters. This allowed families, travelers and soldiers to cook meals even when firewood was scarce, or temperatures were too brutal for open flames. The method starts with carving out a small chamber in a compact snowbank, making sure it's shielded from the wind. Once the chamber is formed, a heated cooking vessel or stone is placed inside, and the food is set directly on or beside it. Snow traps the heat and allows slow, even cooking that doesn't burn through resources. Old World travellers used clay pots, metal tins or stones pulled from the edge of a fire. The insulation of snow allowed their limited heat source to last much longer than it would in open air. The snow never melts catastrophically because the temperature differential stays controlled inside the chamber. You can still use this today if you're caught out during winter camping, stuck in a storm, or doing experimental archaeology. All you need to do is heat a flat stone in a fire, slide it inside a compacted snow cave, set a small pot or wrapped food beside it, and then seal the opening with loose snow. The heat radiates slowly, giving you a controlled cook. Foods like root vegetables, grains, or cuts of meat with some fat handle this method extremely well because slow radiant heat breaks them down evenly. Military records from northern campaigns even note soldiers warming ration tins inside snow hollows when the wind made open fires impossible. This works because snow has trapped air pockets that slow heat loss. Once the snow chamber is sealed, temperatures stabilize and remain consistent for hours. That stability is something even modern outdoor cooking struggles to match in harsh storms. If you're documenting historical techniques or teaching survival skills, demonstrating this method gives viewers a clear example of how people relied on the environment instead of fighting it. It's also a safe way to cook when you need to conserve fuel or keep your position concealed, since there's no flame visible from a distance. Anyone wanting to test this today can do it during a winter trek or even in a controlled backyard setup. Pack snow, firmly create your chamber heat, your stone, and let it cook while you focus on shelter or rest. It connects you directly to the people who mastered winter long before technology took over, and it proves that some of the simplest methods remain the most effective. If you want more old-world techniques that still earn their place today, make sure you subscribe to Warfield Chronicles, share this guide with someone who will appreciate it, and stay tuned for the next deep dive.